Internet access provision. Scenarios for 2040. To create the scenarios, we looked into two critical uncertainties. One being whether the needed infrastructure is government or privately funded. The other whether or not there continues to be technological advances or improvements stagnate. This gave us 4 scenario quadrants which we will now explore. Our first scenario is out of this world. This scenario explored what the world would be like if the government pays for the infrastructure with continual technological advances. Here we would see the whole population online, at all times always connected. Access to worldwide markets and jobs giving strong economic growth and activity. Your medical history is available to all doctors to ensure the best treatment is given. As internet access becomes global, the world becomes more empathetic with awareness of what is going on elsewhere. No longer are there geographic borders. Rather cyber areas where individuals join together based on interests. And of course, there will be internet access on Mars to communicate with those who have settled. Our next scenario is the crown, of which there is government funding with limited technological advances. Here we see society distinguished by neglection and command. There would be excessive centralization with state authority rather than competitor power. The last major upgrade would have been the national broadband network. In this world, there would be a monopolistic future that preserves security and stability. Australia would start to lag behind the next 11. There will be limited infrastructure development. We imagine this world would have tightly controlled and censored internet access, with government domination. Scenario 3 is Richie Rich, with private funding and changing technology. This is a world where private companies have taken over. People who can afford to remain up to date with technology do, whilst others are falling behind. The internet technology sector is entirely privatized and has been for almost 15 years. There is continuous and never-ending flow of improvements in technology. This is a very exciting time for Australia. Australia is now considered a technologically modern country. However, the privatized internet sector created issues with accessibility and affordability. We would see those who are of the lower class fall behind in accessing the latest advancements in technology. Lastly, we have the world Stranger Things, of where internet access is privately funded and there is limited technology improvements. Australia has become distant from the rest of the world, falling victim to online attacks. The higher class and stable incomes are receiving faster internet access compared to the lower class. There is a decrease in business innovation and online services, reducing job opportunities, causing high unemployment rates. GDP decreased due to fewer companies advertising and selling online goods. Businesses closing due to high price of internet. Rural areas struggle to receive internet due to limited technology being able to reach those areas and at a high cost. So what does all this mean? We have discovered that each scenario is a vastly different place. The future is an uncertain place, so each scenario is possible, as well as flexible. Cannot focus on the one you like best, however we must have strategies prepared for all possible outcomes.